Hey, what's happening guys? Gecko Guy here. So, got a new cool review to do on the HSP 1/24th scale micro rock crawler. So I've been looking at this one for quite a while, and this one retails for $69.99 on Banggood.com, and I don't really like throwing price out there, but it was just so dirt cheap compared to what Lowe's has to offer at $150 for the Trail Trekker. So we're going to put it through its paces here and see how well it does. So this artwork on the box just stands out. It pops. They've got all sorts of cool little models. They got like monster trucks that it looks like a bootleg Gravedigger almost, and a Maximum Destruction sort of a deal. So yeah, they got a little monster truck version. Sorry about the glare in the background, but anyway, I kind of pre-unboxed this before just to get a feel for it. So let me just get this car out. Alright. Here's that. Whoa, hello. Got a manual. A Chinglish manual, I should say. Alright, and your transmitter. So it's relatively simple packaging, and as well as a wall charger. Please keep in mind that you will need the USA standard plug because it's got one of those funky ones. So yeah, keep that in mind. And it's got come on, it's got one of those connectors. It looks like an E-Flight connector almost. Maybe not, but I'll probably solder a new lead on there anyway. But here's the transmitter. Alright, a little bit of wheel bounce, but that's to be expected. Here's the trim knobs, or knobs, not knobs, but buttons. These are actual trim buttons instead of knobs like we're normally used to. On, off, and there's a bind right in there that you need like a little needle or something to plug in. So, why don't we zoom in and get a close-up on the truck. Alright, so here we are back. Here's a nice zoomed in look. Alright, there's that. Now, some of you might like the body, some of you might not. It's a, I don't know, it's kind of like an axial ridge crest sort of deal, whether you like the body or not. But 4 little body pins. These are slightly bigger than the Lowe's Micro ones, so you can get these on and off a little easier. Alright, body feels pretty nice, feels pretty thick. Alright, so tires, ooh wow, these tires very squishy. That's going to probably do very well out on the rocks. Interesting tread design. I'm hoping that'll get a lot of grip on the rocks. We have a servo, the high-speed H0903. Okay, it's got a little bit of a servo saver there. I'm not too particularly happy with that, but meh, whatever. And it's got an under-mounted screw there, so I think it'd be very hard to install an aftermarket servo, so we will have to see. If there's a will, there is a way, and Gecko Guy will probably figure it out. Got aluminum little chassis braces here. Okay, looks like a nickel metal hydride battery, and again it's got one of these connectors. I've never seen that before, but I'll probably solder on a different lead, probably a red JST connector. That's what I like using for my micros. Got a worm gear drive here. Ooh, that slipper, I don't know, almost feels pretty loose. Plastic links, whoops, plastic links all the way around. Sorry about my phone there. Some shocks, probably run in droop setup later, and we've got all these wires. Ugh, that just looks gross, man. Wish they were like glued together or at least zip tied a little bit. Looks like we've got an all-in-one unit. Okay, on-off switch. And another something or other that's for the battery. Now what is this leading into? Oh, that's to the motor. Look at that motor. Look at it in there. Nice beefy motor. Very nice. Alright, so why don't we take it to the rocks and get to crawling. Alright, so here's my final thoughts. I do believe that is a very fun little micro crawler. There's so much more potential in it. The stock electronics I'm not particularly fond of. It gets you going, at least out of the box. The stock battery lasts about a good 5 minutes here. What you see here is from a good full battery charge, and from start to basically until I was not even able to crawl anymore. You'll see this later. But at least to get you going. But for like 30 bucks, you can overhaul the electronics with an XYS LiPo or an XYS ESC with forward and back. That's a $10 ESC. I love using those. And also a Tower Pro MG90S servo for $4. I can easily get some nice steering going, better improvements on the crawling. Also, I mentioned the ESC, the servo. Yeah, there's just so much more that this crawler can do, and I'm going to try to unlock its potential. I have some thread rod that I can do some custom links to it, get some weight added in there. Definitely needs an overhaul here, but this is on my custom foam crawler course that I built. It is currently in the works. I'm just really needing to paint this as of right now. However, for $69.99, it is a beauty to run. It is such a fun little crawler. Like I said, it does need new electronics. The stock electronics are okay, but really there's no chance for lipos. You'd have to buy multiple batteries because the stock one does not last. This is kind of heavy duty crawling that I was putting it through here. This is kind of just what it can do. The tires are pretty decent. It got some pretty good traction, which I was surprised on. It could still use some weights in the foam or weights in the tires as well. I will get to going on that, and also adding some lead weight to the front or the rear. What most people like to do with these micro crawlers is add some weight to the front by the servo and put it on top of the servo. I'll probably do that. Keep in mind, right here I was filming, trying to move the tripod, and also trying to look at where my RC was going, so this is very hard for me to do. Anyway guys, I do believe this is a really good crawler. It is very close in performance to a stock low-Z micro crawler. Is such a cheaper alternative, and like I said, with that electronics overhaul and maybe making your own custom links, you could probably get away with getting matched performance for just shy of what low-Z trail tracker costs. I will definitely do a comparison on my microcrawler versus this HSP. Keep in mind, my microcrawler is heavily upgraded, and I'm currently working on it right now. I'm adding custom links to it. I'm making that out of 256 thread rod and some Team Associated 21189 AT&T ball cup set. That's how you make your own custom links there. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. But all in all, guys, I think it was money well spent on this RC. The transmitter is pretty decent. It's a different change with the steering buttons instead of knobs. So I thought it worked out pretty well. And the shipping was decent this time from Banggood.com. And overall, I was rather impressed. But the speed is just not there. However, it's a crawler. It does not need the speed. It just needs the torque. And I think with a little bit extra power, like a lipo, it could definitely get some more potential. Like right here, I'm going to show you the speed of it. Now, keep in mind, it was doing some heavy-duty crawling. Also, the steering radius here. This is full lock actually. The steering radius does need a better servo and some tighter drag links there. So keep in touch, keep watching my videos. I'm going to be doing an overhaul to this. I'm not entirely sure what I will do as far as the steering links go, but I will figure it out as I do this. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you're interested in buying this RC, let me know in the comments section below. They're available on banggood.com. It is definitely a fun little micro crawler and is a good alternative to a Lozi Micro. And really, you won't be disappointed with this one. I was moderately happy with this one. So we'll see you again, and be sure to check in for some more videos, and you will see more of this and see an overhaul.